Am I the a-hole? For saying I don't want my boyfriend on the lease if I am paying all of the rent and bills? I have been with my BF for 2.5 years. I'll call him Brody. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment and the rent is almost $1,200 a month. Brody makes significantly more than me, so he pays all of the rent, and I pay electricity, Wi-Fi, and I buy all the groceries. I thought this was fair and he said it was as well at the time we made the agreement. Then the fighting started. Since October he has seemed increasingly frustrated. He went on a month-long vacation overseas that I couldn't afford to go on. It was a dream trip for him and I assumed he would come home happy, but he didn't. He started bringing up how much more he pays than me. When we would fight it would be thrown in my face. I sat him down to explain how much I actually do. I clean the entire apartment by myself. He rarely helps me, and if he does I have to beg him to. The Wi-Fi is $115 a month, the electricity bill ranges from $120 to $180 a month, and groceries have not been cheap with inflation. Especially when he wants specific home-cooked meals. Brody would seem to understand and be apologetic when we talked, but then a few days or weeks later we would be right back to the anger and frustration. It got unbearable to deal with, and we ended up having a blow-up fight last Friday. It lasted for a while, but we finally had a breakthrough. The reason Brody is so miserable is because his dream is to travel. Going on his trip was the happiest he has been in a long time. He met other people who travel constantly and stay in hostels. They just explore the world, party and have fun. He said he loves me so much, and cannot imagine life without me though. He came home and started to resent me though. He said if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even have an apartment. He would be traveling. Him paying rent every month like he does takes away money he could spend on traveling. Brody asked me to get rid of everything and go with him, and I said absolutely not. I am so far behind on college and personal goals in my life because of me putting men in my life or other people in my life before me. I need to buckle down and focus on my career and getting my degree. I would love to travel one day as well, but I don't want to stay in hostels or in sketchy hotels while roughing it to save money. I wanted to travel a little later in life when I get my shit together first. I told Brody I am sick of living in a relationship where I am resented. I am sick of the arguing, and despite him loving me, I cannot give him what he wants. I told him if he wants to break up I am fine with that. Our lease ends in a month. He freaked out and was sobbing crying. He said the entire reason he was here was because of me, and how he would rather be miserable than lose me. I thought that was ridiculous because he was making us both miserable by not doing what he really wants. I came up with an idea and I really like it. I said when our lease ends I'm going to get my own apartment and take on more clients at my job, do school, and stay here. By taking on more clients it will make school a lot harder and I will be working full-time again, but I will be able to afford rent and the bills all by myself. He will be off the hook for everything financially. He can travel and be gone for as long as he wants, and he can store his stuff at my place or his grandparents'. He can come over to stay at my house when he is in the US. We can also still be together just long distance. To protect myself though, I want my name to solely be on the lease. This sent him into another bout of hysterics. He started accusing me of trying to get rid of him and erase him from everything we built together. I said I want to protect myself in case this doesn't work out. Then Brody was accusing me of not trusting him, thinking he would ever cheat on me, and that I want him gone longer than he was actually wanting to travel for. I don't think he would leave me or cheat on me, but it's better to be safe than sorry. He spoke to a few friends about this and they think that I should let him be on the lease to make him feel better. He also asked me to get married so he can wear a ring while he travels and I said no to that too. Brody got upset again and said never mind, I am not going. I said if you don't go, we are done. That made him mad again, but I can't go back to how things were. I want him to go travel and see everything he wants to see, get it out of his system, then he can come back when he is ready to settle down. So, am I the a-hole? For how I am handling this? It's so confusing and I just want us to both be happy. We both don't want to be with other people and I have no interest in another relationship. After talking to people they think I am crazy or trying to cut him out of my life to spite him, which is not my intentions at all.